Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! Oh, shit. Oh, man. Turn down your volume. You know what's coming when the clock hits 0. Turn down the volume, man. Alright, Bitcoin looks like it's doing something. But is it actually? Probably not. But let's jump on in. Let's jump on in, man. Good morning! Right when the beat drops. That's when we start the stream. Good morning, man. Good morning. Bitcoin looks like it's doing something. But it really hasn't gone anywhere, all right? So we'll talk about it. I mean, Bitcoin's came up to this level like 20 times and gotten rejected from this level like freaking 20 times. You see the title of the stream, man. What is it truly that we want to see? What should we truly be watching for? What we want to watch for today is, will the stock markets hold the previous low, all right? Will the stock markets hold the lows? If they don't, Bitcoin's dumping. If they do, Bitcoin's pumping. It is literally probably that simple at this point. All right, so let's jump on in. Let's jump on in. How's everyone doing this morning, man? What's going on, DJ? White big green snot candle? I mean, knowing Bitcoin, this would be the time where Bitcoin would get a 10% pump to the upside. Only if the stock markets hold up. If the stock markets hold up, I would not be surprised about that, man. That's my general thesis at the moment, if I have a thesis. You know, I am a scientist after all. I am a scientist. Interactive, what's up, buddy? Bear, what's up? Thank you guys for hanging out on the sideways action that Bitcoin's kind of seen lately. It's been kind of brutal, man. It's been kind of brutal. To be quite fair, the sideways action is absolutely brutal. How about the PLN? Almost 5-1. NFT, you gotta remind me what you're talking about, man. Anyways, what's Bitcoin doing right now, guys? What the heck is Bitcoin doing? Is it gonna see a pump to the upside? Have we gone anywhere yet? Well, we haven't really gone anywhere yet, to be fair, guys. I mean, we are breaking this downtrend of resistance, but I want to remind you that we've had a couple different wicks to the upside here, right? So we have this downtrend of resistance we've been talking about, and I've said, like, I'm not going to get too excited about any move for Bitcoin until to the upside at least, until Bitcoin can break this downtrend. It looks like it's trying to do it right now. Just pay attention because we are at that 50 EMA. We've had a few times where we've gotten a wick up here, right? We wick to the 50 EMA, wick to the 50 EMA, wick to the 50 EMA, and we've gotten rejected, right? So it looks like it wants to come up. Just keep in mind that we do have, 2 hours left into the 4-hour candle close. So anything could really happen on this 4-hour candle. So far, though, the big story we're looking at right now, the Polish currency. Oh, yeah, man. It was crazy. When I went over there, literally everything was so cheap, man. I mean, you could get sandwiches. You can get sandwiches down there for like $2 or $3 USD, right? It was absolutely crazy, man. I mean, when you go there, a lot of things you're pretty much getting, not for free, but you're getting at a huge discount, man. I actually bought a few stuff. I bought a few things over there just to take back over here. You know what I mean? DJ said the Packers beat the Bucks. Yeah, they did. They did. It was interesting. But, yeah, listen, man. There was a lot of good things over there. Anyways, looks like Bitcoin's trying to come back up. Just watch this 50 EMA. If Bitcoin can't get back over this 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame, it's all for newt. It's all for nothing. All right, so we'll watch that in the short-term time frames. At this point, am I too worried about short-term time frames? No. When we really zoom out on the hourly chart, since September 19th, so we're going on about a week now, we pretty much gone sideways, right? Between this range high and this range low, just oscillating up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. In a big sideways action, right? Big sideways boring action. That's what's going on right now. Until we break out of this range, there's not really much to say that's different, right? It is what it is. Let's see. Mike said short opened again. Mike, what do you keep shorting right here, man? You keep shorting the 50 EMA? So far, it's been working. One of these times, it's not going to. Obviously, it's going to work till it's not, right? Right now, I mean, I will say you got the 4-hour stocks that did get the cross to the upside. Nice move. You got the 4-hour momentum that actually did get the move to the upside too. So there's some decent things on the 4-hour time frame here. If this can break to the upside, really we're just looking at a retest of these highs again, right? Back upwards towards, 19,500 or so. I'm not looking for a crazy move. I mean, you're going to find some resistance at like 19,500, somewhere in that range. But really up in this green box, 19.4 to 19.5. You should expect some resistance there. So just be careful. This is a range until it's proven not to be, right? It's just a range. Let me see. Drink some Tisky yesterday. Waterfly. Nice. Let's look at the daily chart. So right now, we were talking about yesterday about a lot of bearish stuff, right? A lot of bearish stuff on some of the higher time frames, right? And we said, like, all right, short term, who the heck knows what happens? But those bearish things are still on the longer term charts. The daily, is still. I mean, this is what we said. I'm not going to get too bearish. I'm going to keep saying the same thing, man. Right? Even though you might have some indicators that look bearish. You might, the sentiment is absolutely shot, right? No one wants to buy crypto at the moment, and everyone's just 100% assuming it's going to go to 14K, okay? At the end of the day, until Bitcoin really breaks this support with some momentum, you're still at support. So I told you guys yesterday, even though there are some bearish momentum indicators and things like that flashing, some bearish signals, at the end of the day, I'm not going to short. Why? Because I can't short support, man. You can't short support. So at the end of the day, you're still here. Okay? You're still holding here. It's been a long grind down here, and we're still in there. And that can change at any moment, as you guys know. But you are still chilling in this support level. So nothing has changed, right? In the past 7 days, nothing has changed. You're just going up and down, right at support, right? And that's why this is such a interesting area. It is such an interesting area. And I don't even think the Bitcoin chart is what we should be watching right now. I told you guys, I think we should be watching over here the stock market charts, okay? Because we know that the S&P 500 is coming back down to test this local low. And my sort of thesis, I actually made a video on my other channel today that's going to be uploaded later today, is what happens for Bitcoin right now, to me, is whatever happens right here on the S&P, whatever happens right here on the NASDAQ. Will these hold their lows? If they do, Bitcoin should, in theory, get a little move to the upside. I do it. If the S&P holds, okay, the question is if the S&P holds the previous low, Bitcoin will, in my opinion. If it doesn't, Bitcoin will not. All right, I think it's that simple right now. I think we're overcomplicating it up to a certain point. I think that's what we always kind of do, is we sort of overcomplicate it a lot of times. This is really what we should be watching, man, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, if this bounces, expect a big crypto bounce. If this falls, expect a big crypto dump. That's really all it is, right? And we need to pay attention to this. Why is this? This is on the daily chart. Because we've been sort of saying that if the S&P itself breaks the 200 EMA, okay? If the S&P breaks the 200 EMA, which it bounced off of right here once, if it can't hold this on the second try, okay, and it starts dumping down here, that's it. Right, that's it, and we gotta keep watching this. To me, this is all that matters right now. Like, Bitcoin chart's the Bitcoin chart; it's gonna do what it wants to do. But as far as a bigger move, right, that macro move, this is it. Right, this is really it. I think we're overcomplicating a little bit. Let's see the $300 range between support and resistance. Fact. Oh man, symmetrical triangle in the 4 hour. True, and. You know, one thing I do want to say about this is there's potential for some really nice weekly bullish divergence on the S&P, because it's there on the Bitcoin, right? If you go to the Bitcoin chart real quick, let me just bring up the Bitcoin shot. The little Bitcoin shot. Let's bring up the RSI real quick. The relative strength index. You do have some bullish divergence that's forming. Now, you could actually still dump further and still have this play out. Right here, you have some lower lows, and so you have some higher lows on the weekly. So there is some bullish divergence on the weekly that is forming, which is no joke, right? You don't mess with weekly bullish divergence. This could still dump further, and this is sort of my thinking here is the RSI could still dump further, right? Like this, it can still come down a little bit, and the price action can still come down a little bit, and you would still have this lower low, higher low structure, right? And the level that I'm watching, and this is obviously, I'm sort of going with the assumption that the S&P will break the 200 week. So obviously, if that happens, this is only going to happen if the S&P breaks. If the S&P breaks the 786 retracement, we haven't came back down to that 786 retracement on the weekly time frame, right? So from the bear market lows to the bull market highs, we'd never tag that 786. Okay, we tagged pretty much everything else. I mean, the 382, the 0.5, the 618, but we didn't quite come back down to that 786 retracement yet, which is at about 17,100. I don't really see many people talking about this. I could be wrong. I don't really watch too many crypto videos nowadays. But that 786 is at 17,136. Could you come down and make a slightly, and this is sort of my thinking, could you come down a little bit lower, right? Come back down here. Come back down to that 786, where then everyone will be like, oh my God, Bitcoin's making a lower low on the weekly. Oh, right? And then it does that deviation, okay, where it has a lower low, has a higher low on the RSI, actually has bullish div, makes a slightly lower low, deviation, and then tries to come back up. That to me, that would be like the most Bitcoin thing to do, is that slight deviation below the weekly, right? I don't know. It's a thought. I do think that's possible. That's only going to happen if the S&P breaks the lows, though. If the S&P doesn't break the lows, well, we're sort of just sitting. We're sitting pretty here. We're sitting pretty. Right now, we are holding it, though. Look at that perfect wick to the 200, man. That's some beautiful stuff. Perfect wick to the 200. I want to stress caution that just because you're holding it for on a Monday, does not mean you're going to hold it for the rest of the week. As we know, Mondays can often be the fake move, okay? So just be prepared for that, right? We're holding it now, which is to be expected. You're usually not just going to rip right through it, but we're holding it initially. You expect some initial bounce off of it, and that's what you're getting. Bitcoin right now, still just kind of chilling below the 50 EMA. Nothing crazy going on right now. Godzilla said we just need more time. Bear said that would certainly look like previous year's setups, like the previous bear markets. Yeah, and I mean, if we look at the previous bear markets, I mean, this is where you are, and this is where you should be, right? I mean, we keep trying to make this so complicated as well, but if you just look at it, I mean, this is the direction in Bitcoin in what it's always done, and we're just doing the same thing, right? We're trying to. It's fun to, I guess, make it more complicated than it is, but it seems like this. It seems like we're trying to make it more complicated than it is, right? Bitcoin follows the stock market. It's gonna go down if the DXY goes up, and it's doing the same thing it has in previous bear markets. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, at this point, I think it's kind of boring because Bitcoin's not really doing anything, right? It's been up and down in this stupid range. This has been a boring kind of last week has been boring as hell, man. But you know what's not boring? What also goes with that is the DXY, right? The DXY, right? I mean, you actually went nuts last night. The DXY went to about 114.50. 114.50 is the DXY, right? You went smacked all the way up there, and actually getting a nice rejection today. And this is another thing where, if the stock markets can hold the line here and start getting some momentum to the upside, right? Bitcoin holds the line because the stock markets hold the line and starts getting the move to the upside. The DXY kind of wicks at the top here, kind of what it's done here, right? Wicks at the top, wicks at the top. Maybe this turns into a little wick at the top. It's early in the week. I'm not going to call for that right now, but maybe this turns into a wick at the top and you get that little relief rally. Right now, for where we are right now, let's see. Exactly, Neil. There you go, buddy. You know what it is. You know what it is. Right now, if Bitcoin does hold the line, which, definitely good. If Bitcoin holds the line, the highest I see it going at this current time, if we went straight up here, is this downtrend of resistance at about, it's coming in about 21,000 or so, up to like 21,200. To me, that's the highest I see Bitcoin going at the current time. That's where the last couple, the bear market rallies have gotten rejected, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. If it does get that rally, I'm looking for like 21K, and then boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, bop. If it does, right? I mean, guys, I'm not gonna sit here and act like you're at support, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like either way is a given because, like I said, higher term time frames look a little sketchy, okay? But the lower term time frames look, I guess, okay for the short term here. So, little short term rally maybe, but I mean, you still look at like the 2-day chart. You're still just kind of hovering below support, right? You see it right here. You're still just hovering, right? Previous lows. All you're really doing right now is still getting rejected from these levels. So it is what it is. If Bitcoin can get back above 19,273 on a 2-day close, which would be tomorrow, and start closing some candles back up here above support, great. But right now, you're still below here, man. Right? You're still below here. So we shall see. Right now, it's just a boring time of crypto, man. Like, to be honest, I'm freaking bored of this price action. It's boring. And to be quite fair, the big move is coming. But right now, when the most boring times happen, that's when the biggest moves are coming. And that's what I'm excited for right now. That is what I'm excited for. Check the euro. If it crashes, the DXY will pump. Oh, yeah. We'll check out the euro in a second. The euro is treading on thin ice. Treading on absolute thin ice. Thin ice. The other thing is the weekly time frame. We know a big move is coming, right? BBWP, which just measures the volatility levels at the current time. BBWP is extremely low on the weekly. right? What does that tell us? A big move is coming. The last 2 times it's been this low, and you guys are going to keep putting this off, but it's just facts. You got to pay attention to this. The last 2 times it was this low and crossed the upside was right here. Okay, you can see the volatility that ensued from that point. Okay, a 60% drop on BTC. And the other time it was that low, right before a big move, right, all the way back down here, was right here on that candle right there, which resulted in a 400% pump for BTC. Okay, and it usually goes in the direction of the current trend. Right now, the current trend is coming down, right? Momentum indicators, the stock RSI is coming down. If this starts curling back to the upside, which it should, probably starting next week, and the stock RSI is still pointing down, price action still pointing down, you got to go with the bearish bias. The one hope that we have for BTC is if it has a nice fat green week this week. If Bitcoin has a nice fat green week this week, stock RSI actually turns back up, and this starts to turn back up, then maybe you get that massive move to the upside. What could be the catalyst of that? I mean, the midterm elections, man. The midterm elections, right? Everyone's expecting Bitcoin to pump into the midterm elections, and who knows what's going to happen, but the old little midterm elections, the next FOMC meeting happened in the first week of November. A lot of people are expecting Bitcoin to do something like this, boop, 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 and then come back down, right, after the midterms. Could be a case. Right now, though, it still looks a little sketchy, I would say, in the short term. Not short term. The higher term time frames still look a little sketchy to me, right? I mean, it is what it is. 2-week close below support. Right now, it's finding resistance at previous support. That's usually not a good thing. 2-day chart, like we talked about. 2-day chart, still below support, finding resistance at previous support. Right? I mean, that's really all it is. That's all it is. Short-term time frames look okay, though. Last October was almost 40% pump. Nice, DJ. Curious to see what this one will do. Yeah, I don't like comparing months. I think comparing months is kind of dumb because in April this year, April's usually the best month for crypto, right? And everyone kind of ignores that fact, but April was actually a shit show this time, okay? I don't like comparing months. People only do that when they want to fit their narrative, right? April, it was April's to the moon. It didn't play out and everyone just ignored it. Okay, and then also, what was it? September, everyone's calling a bad month. It was a bad month. It's just a statistical anomaly. I don't take anything as this month's bullish, this one's bearish. You can go back in any asset and find a month that's usually bullish or bearish, and there'll be times where it gets crushed in that month, What did 2018 October look like? Sideways, I think. Let's see. Sideways. Let's see. Sideways, sideways, sideways. Let's see. Yeah. Just sideways, pretty much. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I mean, you just bounced in like the 6K region for a month, You didn't really do much back then. You didn't do much back then. And then it was November where you capitulate to the downside. It's actually so similar to last bear market. Like time-wise, this bull to bear is almost like even the months and everything are almost the exact same of what happened in 2018, right? I mean, it was really everyone's calling for the first everyone's calling for November bottom, right? If you look what happened in the beginning of November, that's when Bitcoin crashed about 50% to the downside in November. And if people think the bottom is going to be in November, it would play out exactly like it did in 2018. It's very interesting how everything's kind of playing out a similar way, A very similar way. A very, very similar way. Let's go back to BTC. Still chilling below that 50 EMA, man. I don't want to get excited until we break this. Actually, I'm not really going to get excited. But, I'm not going to get excited. Stop saying, Jordan, stop saying you're going to get excited. I'm not really going to get excited because even if we do pump up here, I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. But, this 50 EMA has been an issue for BTC. Nothing has changed, said 2W Absolute facts. Every midterm year in Bitcoin's history has been red. Makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, there's only been 2018, 2014. There's only been 2, no? Actually, no. I lied. 20. Yeah. Doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. Yeah. I mean, right now, that's the case. That's the case, man. And right now, it's just boring because there's not much to talk about in the short-term time frames because you're just in a stupid range. You know what I mean? People are going to make this super complicated at right now, and this is the only chart you need to watch, man. Right here. This chart right here is the only chart you need to watch. People are going to look at this indicator for Bitcoin. Oh, the daily chart for Bitcoin, weekly chart for Bitcoin. All that doesn't matter, man. the daily can look bullish, but the stock market goes whoop. Bitcoin's going whoop. If Bitcoin can look bearish, and if the stock market holds here and goes whoop, Bitcoin will go whoop. That's it, man. And this is coming from a person that loves to look at Bitcoin charts, but right now you're at the mercy of this, in my opinion. The mercy of this, because this dictates everything. DXY still chilling. Bitcoin still chilling too. What's up with total market cap? Total market cap. Let's see. Grayton said you look like you've been in a bear market for a year. Facts, man. It's been a year. It's almost a year, actually. It's 11 months now. It's crazy, man. It's been a year. You know what I'm saying? All right, total market cap. Let's see what we got. Still stuck between our total market cap. We're still stuck between our lows and our mid-level, right? I mean, our poop-colored mid-level and our... I mean, you could argue this is poop-colored too, depending on how nasty your poop is, you know? This is deep green. This is like sewage green. If your poop is this color, you got a problem. If your poop is this color, you probably ate too much fiber. But yeah, so I mean, you're just stuck between the two levels, right? You dumped, you came back up, retested, got rejected, came back down. Try to make a higher low though. So if we carve out a higher low, we get a bounce above here. All right, cool. Probably coming back up to test this red box now. But right now, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, between these supports and these supports, right? You're just stuck. You're gridlocked here, making lower highs, higher lows. Let's see which direction this breaks out in. Could be another couple days, though, right? It could be another couple days before you decide a direction here. But you're just stuck in between two levels, which is slightly kind of annoying. Let's see. I'm an odd person. Nice, DJ. I'm an odd person too. Dion said, "Bro, stop sipping your coffee like that." Who does not sip their coffee like that? Who sits there? What evil serial killer person goes like this? No one drinks coffee like that. No one. Who does not slurp? Right? You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't slurp? You're a serial killer if you just go like this. No, no one drinks coffee like that, man. No one does. I've never seen anyone drink coffee like that. It tastes 100 times better if you slurp it. I'm telling you. If you haven't slurped, slurp. I'm telling you. Let's go check ETH. Like you are, man. A serial killer? Nice. Well, apparently all you guys are serial killers. No? No one drinks coffee like that. All right, Ethereum. Let's see what we got. So ETH is still holding the lows. ETH looks okay. Okay? ETH still looks okay, right? Previous high. Flip into support. Trying to make a higher low. One low, two lows. As of right now, it looks okay. ETH looks better than BTC, in my opinion. Just based off where it is. I like the support resistance flip here. And I like the stock RSI coming up. And I like the momentum that just actually flipped to the upside. And on top of that, so let's go to the 4-hour time frame real quick. Let's see. So, I mean, we really haven't gotten anywhere either. for ETH, hasn't been back above the 50 EMA since September 13th, 2 weeks ago. All we've really done is come back where we came to a couple different times, right? Getting back slightly over the 20, faking people out, dumping. Slightly over 20, faking people out, dumping. Slightly over the 20. At least for right now, though, I think it's the daily chart that looks good. You got to get back over this 50 EMA, just like BTC. Until you do that, you haven't gone anywhere, You really haven't gone anywhere. I know a lot of people will draw something like this, and say, okay, this is the downtrend of resistance for Ethereum. If it breaks out of this on a 4-hour close, all is good. I would agree up to a certain point, because I'm looking at this and I see horizontal resistance like this coming in right here, and that 50 EMA coming in at the same level. So if ETH does break out, the 50 EMA is going to be right at that same level. That's confluence of resistance. I'd be looking right there for a rejection for Ethereum. Okay? Look at the 4-hour. 4-hour did turn over, though. You know what I mean? Like the 4-hour momentum looks good, right? Stocks come up, momentum coming up. The 4-hour looks good. It's just a matter of can you break this level that you've tried to break multiple different times? Because I'm going to go back and look. Like you had the stock cross there and the momentum cross there. You still couldn't smack that resistance. You did it again right here. Right? You came up, still couldn't smack that resistance. You've done that a couple different times, right? So what it comes down to here is you just got to get back above this and the 50. That's it. But the big level we need to get back above for ETH is, for like the macro, is this horizontal level here. Because until we get back above this, I got to remain a little bit short-term bearish on ETH, because even if you do come back up here, it's just support. That's going to flip into resistance right there, right? That's going to be a flip and then a continuation lower. Until then, you can't get too excited about ETH. You got to stay relatively realistic here, okay? Because you really haven't gone anywhere yet, right? It's trying to form some type of higher low bottom, but you really haven't gone anywhere yet. Yet is the question. Come on, BTC. Let's get a move up, buddy. Let's get a move up. 19,216. Check the S&P. S&P holding up on this Monday. Just want to caution. Don't overreact to Mondays, because how many weeks have we seen stock markets, Bitcoin perform well on a Monday just to absolutely be at a completely different spot come the end of the week? I've seen this like consistently throughout this, especially through this bear market, man. Is you might see a green Monday and then it just poops the bed later in the week. Classic, Ethereum Classic. All right, let's see. What else do we got? So Dot having a good day this morning. Dot having a good day. Can I even play the pump song at this point? Like, look where Dot is. It's having a good day. Should I even play the pump song on Dot? Like, holy moly. It's just at its macro lows. And just look where it's at. It's a good actually point if you wanted to scoop up some Dot. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. Right? You got local low, local low, local low. You're trying to paint out a nice W pattern on the local lows, which is pretty nice. See this? Slight deviation. You gotta love the deviation plays, man. Breakout trading does not work anymore. Okay? Low, low. You probably had a lot of people going like, oh my God, we're breaking the lows. We're going to make new lower lows. And then what does Dot do? Just bounces right back to the upside. Don't try to breakout trade anymore, man. It doesn't work. Okay? W formation. Right here. Boom, boom, boom. Dot looks like a nice W. Dot looks like a really nice W. If Dot can come up, smack this previous high, that's a nice W formation at the bottom of the range right there. That's nice. You got to break the neckline, though. Let me just mark it off there at about 662. If that breaks 662, you come up and test the top of the range, Garrett, at like 720. Dot looks nice, man. Dot looks nice. I don't even know if I can play the pump song. You're literally at the you're up 5% today, but you're literally still at the lows. You just got back to the local lows. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I can play the pump song, man. It's not worthy. It's not worthy yet. DJ said, almost forgot the oven was on. DJ, go check the oven, man. You can't be doing that. Oven, burning down your house, an oven is more important than, a boring crypto chart at the moment. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's that. What else we got? You guys want? What else you got to check? I'm gonna check some altcoins. List some altcoins in the chat. List some altcoins, man, or whatever. Let's see. Anything else really moving today? Algo. As soon as BitBoy started hyping up Algo, I had a good idea it was going to start dumping. And there you go. All you got to do is use George and BitBoy as your altcoin tops, okay? As soon as they make a video about an altcoin, you take profits on it. It's worked 100% of the time, okay? But right here, man. I mean, I think you made that video like right here. It's down about 10% from that point. Yeah, there goes Algo. See, this is the thing, man. Everyone, this has kind of been the move lately. Is you see every altcoin kind of goes on a run. People are like, "Oh my God, the fundamentals are great," and then it dumps right back down to the downside. Here's what we want to watch on Algo, though. Here's what we want to watch. Here's what we want to watch. So, Algo, if Algo can just hold this high here, it's just going to be a back test. Boom. Hold the back test. But here's the deal. Here is the deal. Daily looks a little bit shady on this one, man. We see the daily stocks crossing to the downside. Momentum getting that cross to the downside on the daily. Doesn't look good. If you can hold here, okay. Maybe you carve it out. You come back up. M formation back down. But at least at the current time, the daily looks shady to me. Daily looks shady. Especially if it closes below 36.9. Okay? You close below 36.9, all good. You close below there. The issue with this one is you got this giant wick you haven't taken yet. And you still got this whole vector candle. You still got to take some more of this one. All right? So, surprised that this pulls back to 32.6. All right? In the short term. If it can't hold it right here. All right? Let's see. Adam. Let's check out Adam real quick. You guys want Luna Classic too? You guys are absolute gamble heads with Luna Classic, man. All right. Those are just gambling to me. I hope they kill it for you, but those are just gambling to me. Let's see, Adam. Adam on. Hold on. Cosmos. SME back over 3,700. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. We want to see the lows hold. So far, so good, right? NASDAQ getting a nice bounce. It is Monday, though. So I just want to... I want everyone to be prepared that it is Monday. Mondays are known to be the false move day, man. NASDAQ holding. S&P holding. All is good. All is good. Until that breaks, don't fret. Okay? Don't fret. That is literally the only thing we have to watch right now. Okay? People are going to overcomplicate it like crazy the next couple of days. All you need to watch is this chart. If this doesn't break, right? If this doesn't break, if this moving average right here, this 200-week moving average on the S&P does not break, Bitcoin will not dump. Okay? If it does break, Bitcoin will dump. That's it. That's it, man. Let's not try to make this too complicated. 19,252. Come on, BTC. We got still an hour and a half until the 4-hour close. A lot can happen in an hour and a half. Let's see. If this does close above the 50, though, like I said, good chance Bitcoin gets a nice ride to 19.5, and then we kind of go from there. But Adam, let's see what we got. Adam. Nice, just a nice little accumulation range there for Adam. Adam still looks strong, man. I can't say this is just going to dump down. I can't. Adam just looks like a beast here. Look at Adam, man. Just nice back test of that 50 moving average. Perfectly. Perfect. Perfect. Back test of that 50 EMA. Okay? You're getting that nice bounce off of it. Stock RSI bottomed out, coming back up. Momentum about to cross back up here for Adam too. So your momentum looks good on the daily. This one looks juicy. You just gotta find some acceptance over that 200 EMA. But the 200 looks like this one just wants to start riding back up here. You know? That's all that one looks like. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. Some of the shorter term time frames. Let's see. Yeah. 4 hours got some momentum left too, man. Looking nice. Adam. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. You got a nice breakout of this resistance, okay? And we don't get excited over the breakout. What do we get excited over? Okay? We don't get excited over the breakout. Okay? Retail. What did retail do? And this is a perfect example why you don't breakout trade, man. This is a perfect example. What does retail do? They see this yellow vector. Oh my God! Oh, it's breaking out! And then what happens? It dumps right back down. Below that's because a lot of people will put their stops right below the previous because I think, oh, it's just going to back test and go. What does it do? It wicks below that level, probably takes out all those people who longed right here, okay? Back tests, and then comes back up, okay? This is where you enter, right? Either on this candle, if you really want to be conservative, you enter on the break of the previous hit, okay? You enter here, all right, on the break. That's what you do. Don't be a noob who longs here. Okay, you're gonna get taken out, and a lot of times you won't even be a back test. What it'll do is it'll fake you out to the upside and then dump right back down. Okay, that's the move. But Adam, just a nice little back test continuation, man. Looks nice. Looks really nice. Really nice. Right here, man. So we got to get back above this key range here. Extend this over. Hit, resistance. You got to get back over that key range. You get back over that key range. This one looks like it can go on for a nice little ride here. A nice little ride. Which would be looking at the next range highs. At the very, very least. Back up towards this range. Right, 16 back up to $16. Not a nice little play there. 8% move if that breaks. That looks pretty juicy to me. You know what I'm saying? Retail bought the hype of Adam 2.0. Oh yeah. What else are you guys saying here? Adam. Why am I talking like a little bitch? Adam. Luna. Why you guys talking about Luna Classic, man? Let's see. Luna Classic. Let's see. You guys kill me with this one, man. This one's so unpredictable. Look at this thing, man. It dumps back down. This is actually a good example of vector candles too, right? Because listen, like this one was mooning. It started to pull back. We look for pullbacks are the retake of these vectors, right? So it actually came back down, took this one perfectly. Looking left, right? We'll extend that over like this. Took this one perfectly, wicked to it, bounced right off that level. Okay. This was probably a nice retracement level too. Let's see. Let's go lows to highs. Oh, that's the perfect 786. You couldn't have asked for a better setup than that, man. You wicked right to that vector candle, right to the 786 retracement. Got a nice little bounce there. You know, how well will this continue up? I don't know. This one's just unpredictable, man. Like you just smacked back above all your moving averages, so now you're back above all those. But at the same point, you're just stuck below the previous high, right? So, go to the short-term time frames. Hourly's a little topped out. This one pulls back, in my opinion, this one's gonna pull back to the moving averages, and then we'll see if it can hold. If it can hold the line at the moving averages, okay, maybe you bounce back up. But short-term, this one's gonna pull back. The move already played out, right? The move you were looking for, this was the move you would look for there. That one already played out, man. What a freaking bazooka. We need no volume? Yes, you do, Matt. Need some volume. All right. Cadena. Cadena. Let's see what old Cadena's doing. Oh, just chill right at the lows, man. This is another one where it's literally at its lows. This one, if you think that the rest of the markets are going to hold up, it's a good point for Cadena. Really good point for Cadena. These previous lows are holding at the moment. Like you held once, twice, 3 times. Now you're down here again. Like you're trying to build a nice W formation at the lows here. The question is, like, do you think this is where Bitcoin's gonna hold for the moment? If you do, this is a nice accumulation range right here for Cadena, man. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. I'm looking down on Cadena and seeing some. So this one already got taken. This one already got taken. This got taken. You still got this one down here at like 44 cents. So that's what makes me a little shady. You got this vector candle down here at 44 cents. All right, all the way down there. So it's a matter of I would say this is a good time to DCA. Just be prepared. Like if this doesn't hold and Bitcoin capitulates down, you know, I would be surprised to see like 40 cents. But at the same point, it's like if you're not trying to time the exact bottom, and you think that Bitcoin's going to hold this level at least for the short term, I mean, you can't get better than where you're at right now for a buy on Cadena, man. You know, I mean, you're literally at the lows that you've been holding since May. So in the last 2 times, you got nice bounces off this level, where you saw about at least a 2x increase from that low. So you play the percentages, right? Play the percentages. Look at this short term. Let's see. Yeah, 4 hour looks good too. 4 hour, you got your momentum, stock RSI coming up, 4 hour momentum coming up. Looks like you're building a nice bullish engulfing 4 hour candle there. I can't hate on it. I can't hate on it for at least a short term low. 4 hour bullish. That bullish engulfing candle is nice. Nice. 4 hour stocks, 4 hour momentum. Everything's there for a nice setup. Everything's there. And then the daily just looks like a W formation. Right? Whoops. First hit, wick, rise, wick, rise. W. I look for that next. XRP waving bye-bye. See XRP. XRP on the daily. All right, so this symmetrical triangle we're looking at for XRP yesterday did smack to the downside, right? Did smack to the downside. So there it is. And now all of a sudden XRP finds itself right back at that 200-day EMA, where, I mean, depending on what you think is going to happen here, Bitcoin right now is above that 50 EMA. Still got a little time left in this 4 hour candle though. Not really seeing a ton of volume getting pushed in here. Okay, not a ton of volume coming in on Bitcoin. So, and we're just really just getting top of the range. So if Bitcoin goes right here, don't get too excited, man. I mean, we've been up here once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and gotten rejected every single time. Don't get too excited until this green box breaks. Get back above here, okay, we can start talking. But XRP, you're back at that 200 EMA. If that doesn't hold, you're going to find yourself coming back and taking some more of this juicy liquidity down here towards 40 cents. That's the question. That's the question. You know, there's a lot of hype and FOMO on XRP. A lot of people FOMOing in XRP right here. You see the volume coming in XRP? That's no joke. A lot of people FOMOing, especially on this candle right here. So they're going to come back down and take these, 41 cents or so. That's the question. It is the question that we must ask ourselves here. Not in time for me. XRP waving bye-bye. How do you feel about KDA upside as we progress to bull? Oh, Cadena is, I don't hold my Cadena anymore. I transferred that over to Bitcoin months ago. But, right, Cadena is one of them as we progress further. Canadian is one of those I'm not worried about timing the bottom, right? If the crypto market bottoms over the course of the next couple months, and I don't hit the exact bottom, I'm not going to worry about hitting the exact bottom on Cadena. For those lower cap ones, for me, it's just more of getting in those when I see a little bit more confidence in the economy, right? For now, like I'm happy with where my portfolio is, but I know myself where the massive like life-changing money comes in is getting in those coins that are ranked 50 to 150 range, right? And getting in those before the bull run starts. I mean that's really where it is. And Cadena is definitely one of those, right? There's multiple coins in that range that I like, that I think have good potential, right? Gala is one of those. Cadena is one of those. Let me go into that range, but there's a ton of those. But Cadena is one of those that, as things get a little bit more clear, I'll start going a little bit more heavy into these lower cap ones. What else is a couple? What's another good example here? Let's go to number 2. Page number 2. Page number 2, man. Let's see. Anchor. I like Anchor there. Anchor's dropped a lot, huh? Down to 111. It's also a good number too. Yeah, but I mean they're all in the same range actually. That's funny. Anchor. Yeah, we'll see about that one. Gala, Cadena. Let's see. Harmony, what used to be one of them, but we'll see about Harmony, man. You know what I mean? Optimism seems like a good bet. They moved up pretty fast recently, but for the next bull run, I like Optimism. What else is there? I still like Audius, man. I still like Audius. Audius has dropped a lot. Audius got as high as like number 70, 80 on market cap at one point. Now it's down to 141. I like that one a lot. There's a lot of lower cap ones that I'll be there's a lot of lower cap ones that I will be going into as soon as we get a little bit more clarity, you know. Phantom may recover. Yeah, Phantom's a good project. I mean, that was one that was super hyped up. Super hyped up. But yeah, for those, I'm not worried about those right now. I want to see a little bit more clarity in the space and clarity with the economy and everything. And those, like if those pump 2-3x before I get in them, that doesn't really matter to me at this point. You know? Where there is FOMO, I'll be there to sell a short. Exactly, Drew. You shall be. Phantom did. Yeah, Phantom did. Where is Phantom now? Actually, I haven't really heard about Phantom too much anymore. Let's see. Phantom. Let's see. Not Viburnate. What the heck is that? Viburnate? It sounds wrong. All right, Phantom. Let's see. Number 67. Yeah, it's in the range. That's in the range. I like Phantom too. Phantom one that was hot last year for a long time. Super hot. Yeah, super. It was really the second half of last year that Phantom went nuts. I mean, it went for like 20 cents to what? $3 at some point. Massive move in the second half of 2021. The first half of 2021 it did well too, but it was really that second half that went nuts. And Phantom's down to 26. It's a good. I like Phantom. It's just they had a lot of FUD based off. Was it the CEO who left a couple months ago? Cadena, yeah, Cadena is one of them. It's really Gala, Cadena, like Anchor. I like Phantom. I like Audius. There's a bunch of them that I like. But those I'm not worried about. Right now, for me, it's accumulation of the top steady ones at this point, right? I mean, Bitcoin's Bitcoin. I'm not happy with my Bitcoin holdings. I mean, right now, if we go lower, it's really going after ETH. It's going after, BNB. It's going after Sol. It's going after Dot, Matic, AVAX, Atom, right? I know you guys don't like Link, but I still like to accumulate Link. People are sleeping on Link a little bit at this point. Near, I mean, right now it's the top caps. I wanna continue to add on to those. You don't think one will be a top one? It's been struggling ever since I had that hack. It's been struggling, man. It's been struggling. But it's not so much that I'm not buying it because it's struggling. It's just I don't know if people believe in it as much that they did back in the day. Harmony's back to what? Let's see. 117. Yeah, Harmony's dropped a long way, man. Harmony's dropped a far down the list. Far down the list. Not that I don't think it'll perform well, because, I mean, you guys know my take. I think anything that can survive the bear market's going to go up. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to tell you that, but Link the Slink. Link the Slink, man. People sleeping on Link the Slink. Link is like that evil coin, though. Whenever it pumps, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I always want to wonder. I always want to wonder why that is. You never know. Maybe I don't know if it's just because people think of it as, you know, it's almost like the bear market coin because it went up. And Link was actually one of the only. It was actually the only top cap coin that actually went up in the last bear market. It was nuts. Like Link had its own bull market in 2018, 2019, while every other coin was going down. It was insane. It was insane. Maybe it's because of that. So people think, oh, it's the bear market, so I'm going to put money in Link. Hopefully it goes up again. Maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know. Chris was sleeping with Link? Exactly, Mike. Chris was sleeping with Mr. Link the Slink. That's not evil. That's a hedge against your rest of your portfolio. Facts. Facts. Let's see. All right. I think I'm gonna call it a stream, guys. Bitcoin looks like it's getting rejected from that 50 EMA again. You got the 4-hour close coming up in a measly 1 hour and 20 minutes. Let's see where it closes. Right now the price action is just so boring, man. It's so boring, but that's okay. The most boring times bring out the most fun times in crypto, which is coming. It's coming. Let's see how the stock markets keep bouncing today. All is good, right? S&P holding that 200-week EMA. NASDAQ holding that previous low. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. If they keep holding the lows, we should be okay. We should be okay. But right now, we're in a holding pattern. We're just in a range, right? A lot of you guys like trading these ranges. You know, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just in a range for the last week. Let's just keep watching, right? Let's keep watching. And we'll talk about what happens tonight at 7 p.m. All right. Adios, guys. Have a fantastic day. I know you guys have been waiting for the new channel that is like with Bob and Jabba and stuff like that. I am working on that video still. I had a bunch of shit going on between going to Poland and my birthday and my mom's birthday and all that stuff. So that kind of got postponed a little bit, but we're working on that today. I'm excited for the video, man. I'm excited for the video. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. But adios, guys. Peace. Have a good one. Don't do anything. Don't panic, stay crypto. Most of all, don't panic, stay crypto. And don't be afraid to take profits in the bear market rallies until proven otherwise. Peace. See you guys tonight.